Morning, everybody. Jason, Hollis Farms. Whew. Last morning in Kentucky, I just climbed a mountain from the campsite and got to this trail up here. Whew. I'm a little late. I slept in just a little bit, so I know I got a long drive ahead of me in a little bit. But I wanted to ease down through here and see if there's any sign or might hear a turkey. Just something to do for a couple of hours. But man, that one was rough. Whew. Man. Just a little bit of scratching a minute ago. We'll get up on top of this hill and call. Alright, y'all, I just run in the bathhouse there and put on some little, not so much more comfortable clothes. I had some long johns on this morning and took them off, and we're finna roll. Alright, so I got loaded up in the truck, drank me a drink real quick, and ate me a little honey bun. I got hungry. I usually eat breakfast first thing, but I knew I wasn't gonna be out long this morning, so I decided to wait. But anyway, I'm gonna get on the road and get out here where it's not so hilly and curvy here in a little while. A little nice road right here. It's just 2-lane though, and I'm gonna tell y'all about some of the things I've learned and about a couple of the people that I've met and turkey hunters. And anyway, I think y'all will enjoy it. Working on the road. That fella right there got him a bulldozer. That is a D8T. Big joker right there. Alright, so I was rolling along and got hungry. Got me something at the Dairy Queen. I gotta get back out on the highway somehow. Excuse me. Alright, y'all, I am back in Alabama. I still got a few hours left to drive. Oh, a lot of times I know when I'm going on these trips, I don't talk a lot through the videos, and I should. I ought to do better. Talk a little bit, not a lot, but concentrate, trying to find a turkey, whatever. Anyway, let's go back to my #1 goal for this trip. Was I wanted to go somewhere with the boat. I wanted a turkey in the boat. So, like I said, I thought I was coming by myself. Thought Mitt might come later. He got busy with work. Brian at the ball game said, I'm going. So, said he wanted to go. I said, come on. So, I'm hooked to the boat. Brian comes in his car, and we get there, and it didn't matter to me who shot. It didn't matter at all. So the way it worked out this morning, we didn't roost any of the evening before. We got there a little late and got to talk to some folks at the boat ramp. But anyway, I had an idea where we wanted to start. There was an old bulldozer trail, it looked like, to get to the top of the mountain there, so it looked a little easier to walk. Not as much stuff to walk under and through and around and all that. Kind of went straight, turned, went up there. But anyway, so that was our plan. We got about 3/4 of the way up in the dark, and didn't hear a turkey. Anyway, we get to the top and call, nothing. There's scratching everywhere, and we, pretty excited to know there's turkeys there. Come about 3/4 of the way down, or about 1/4 of the way from the top. Turkey gobbles, come up there, and kind of hairy. I hope I got stuff right on the video. I hadn't edited anything that yet. Anyway, got pretty hairy there for a minute. Finally got a turkey in the boat. So first morning, goal #1 is met. So Brian needs to leave the next day pretty early. So, and it's raining the next morning, so that's when we're riding around in the truck, trying to find a turkey, get out and walk, this and that, blah, blah, blah. Find turkey sign pretty much everywhere we go. Well, he ends up having to leave, and I can tell he feels kind of bad because he killed the turkey and I didn't, and it does not matter. I told him 100 times it doesn't matter. That's his first turkey of the year. So, it did not matter to me one bit. As long as I'm there on it, I'm happy. So anyway, didn't do, well, I say we didn't do any good. We learning when we're there. But anyway, so he leaves and I take care of some stuff, and I'm ending up, the people there at the host or whatever that's working at the state park, whatever you want to call it, where we're camping, says, we got a guy that runs this thing that you need to talk to, love. So I ended up with him. We talked a little while. He said, what you doing this afternoon? I said, I'm going to go try to find a turkey or something, you know, try to find one for in the morning or whatever. He said, you want to go hunt a piece of private ground? I said, sure, why not? He said, well, get in your truck and follow me. So, and it's pretty late. Didn't get there in time to really hunt, but I was hoping to roost one. Didn't roost one, but just tracks everywhere. So he pretty much gives me the go-ahead for yesterday. Yesterday was going to be my last full day, and it was the prettiest day there. Just a real pretty morning, cool, crisp, but the fog set in. But that one turkey was hammering. I think he probably gobbled 100 times on the limb, and stayed in the tree for an hour after daylight, which it's still where he was. It surely was foggy on the side of that mountain. But anyway, didn't gobble a time on the ground. That big old cat snuck up on us. I got a little hairy there for a minute. But anyway, I climbed the mountain there, didn't do any good, and then I heard a turkey gobbling past the truck, and then another one gobbled across, not where I came from, across on the other side. So anyway, hunted that afternoon, nothing but super nice spot. Anyway, that was day 2. No, that was day 3. Yeah, that was day 3. First morning, Brian got his. Second morning, it was raining. Worked around, then hunted the little private that afternoon for a little bit. It was late, and then all day third morning we hunted I hunted the private place, and then this morning I climbed to the top there, close to the campground, and found some scratching. I was a little bit late. I woke up, my leg was swollen up some last night for whatever reason. It's gone back down, probably the mountains, you think. But anyway, love it up there. I say I will be back up, and I'll be up there. It's because I want to get healed up and get back up there. I know there are turkeys there. Just everywhere we went was scratched. And here's another good part of this week. I'm learning as I travel what I can run across. You wonder if there's many good people in this world, but there are. There are some good people left in this world. The first guy that carried me to the private, that was just awesome. He was pulling for me to kill my first turkey in Kentucky. Where we was at, I don't know about all of Kentucky, but I guarantee you where we was at, that is probably the toughest turkey hunting spot as far as the terrain I'd ever been to. I think if you could get there to them, you can get them, but they're Easterns and they're tough. So number one thing, we got a turkey in the boat, but didn't even think about this part, but I met 2 people that already were texting back and forth about turkey hunting. The first guy, I texted him late when I got done last night because it don't get dark till nearly 9 up there. Told him how much I appreciate it. Thank you, had a ball, blah, blah, blah. And I know he was thinking, man, I wish I'd have got him a turkey. And he's that type of person. And, but he knows I understand turkey hunting too. Last night when I got back to the campground, there was a new boat there. And a guy I didn't know what it was at the time. He put a tent up. We'd been the only ones there doing the primitive camping. And I just kind of hung around the truck, was eating and this and that, getting ready to go to the bathhouse and take a shower. And there was a van there, a guy comes walking, it's done got dark. I said, done any good? And he ended up telling me, I know, you hunting public ground, he's wanting to be a little quiet. And he come over and I kind of told him what we had done, blah, 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 for a little bit. And then he started opening up, and he had missed one, I think, that morning or whatever. And he has been there before and started telling me about some stuff. We talked till nearly midnight. But anyway, 2 new friends, we'll be texting back and forth for sure about turkeys during turkey season or whatever. The guy in Ohio, and this one guy, the second one's from Ohio, he said, we got turkeys in Ohio. I done tagged out, limited out or whatever up there. We got big deer too. And we was talking about YouTube. This guy films, the guy from Ohio films, and hadn't started a YouTube channel. I said, man, you need to start your channel. He said, I know. He said, I got 3 or 4 years of footage. I said, man, that'd be great. So encouraged him to start that because I think he'd be good. Super nice guy. Sounded like a great hunter. He had been coming to this place for 2 or 3 years. He said, man, next time you come up here, holler at me. I'll meet you and we'll hunt together. And I know if I was going to stay a few more days, he said, man, come on. He tried to give me some pins where he knew turkeys were. And I said, nah, don't worry about that. We'll do that next time. And I told him a place that I had went during the rain. He said, man, that's where I'm going in the morning. Because I told him, I said, I thought I heard. He said, you heard it. He said, I was over there across in my boat and heard it. So we was close to turkeys, just a lot to do with the weather. The only good gobbling morning yesterday, I was over at the private place, so it made me feel a lot better. Not disappointed at all. Just a super fun trip. Very rough terrain, them hills and stuff, straight up and down. There ain't hardly nothing flat up there. I just need to get back well, get in shape, and I'm gonna have to go back up there eventually. I want to get one up there. I found you can go up there and you really don't have to have a boat, but it wouldn't hurt to have it. But just got a turkey in the boat. Brian got his first turkey of the year, and I probably didn't get it on film. I hadn't even looked yet. But anyway, 2 new friends up there, one Kentucky and one from Ohio. So just a super trip for that right there. And I know there's turkeys on the place, and probably we'll be back up there. And I probably won't make it this year. Probably don't have too much going on, but we might go somewhere else for the year. So just have to see how things go. And I really don't like being away from the family. I've been gone for what? This is my 5th day to be gone. I don't like staying away from my bunch that long. And I want to go learn these places, and eventually Cody get to go with me. It'd be super. Me and Brian talked about planning a trip for next year for Brian's son's name Ben, and y'all hear me hollering on the baseball videos. B, that's what we call it, or I call it B. And so we talked about planning not a trip quite like that. I don't know if they quite ready for that, but maybe something out west on some Rios or some Merriams for me and Cody and Brian and B for next year. And I said, man, that'd be fun to carry them boys out there and camp and hunt, and boy, it'd be some good videos too. So, but a super trip. Hadn't been around Brian just a ton, just baseball, and he didn't know me, and he probably knows a little more of me than I do him because he watches all my videos. And but man, just a super guy. We had a super trip. We got there, and I said, man, I ain't going to town to eat. I said, I got all this deer meat. Man, we sat on the tailgate and ate snack sticks and summer sausage and tater chips and just talked, and ended up staying up too late every night, and talking and carrying on, and getting up the next day tired and going hunting. He slept in his car, I slept in the truck. Just had a big time. But the #1 goal was met. I could have left after that first morning, as when Brian got his turkey, and been just tickled pink, because we left in the boat, climbed the mountain, got a turkey in the boat. Trip success. And I was kind of wondering once I got up there if I was going to even be able to pull anything off the way my back was. But Brian was real good about it. I know he could have probably went a lot faster without me. We just took our time, eased our way, patient, and we walked by these turkeys and then come back down. I think they was hearing us calling, and they was coming up the mountain, and we just, thank goodness he gobbled, or we'd have flushed them. But he said after that second, I think it was the second morning maybe, he said, man, my back's hurting. He said, I know yours is hurting. But anyway, we had a big time, just kind of poked along. There was a lot of times I just had to kind of stop and stand and cool it for a minute. But super trip. I ain't too far from the house. I'm gonna quit rambling, but I hope y'all enjoyed my Kentucky videos. It may not show it, but I had a ball up there. But I'm gonna watch this road and ease on to the house. Appreciate y'all watching. Out of here.